little bit of that. I want to talk to our young people, and I specifically want to speak to them about this image that I created, that I found for them. It's a sculpture called Hide and Seek. And if you notice, those creatures are growing. Those young people in there are glowing. And you see, I put in there, it's hard to play hide and seek when you glow. But I want to talk to you about hidden does not mean missing. Hidden does not mean missing. Jesus said that the kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed, like yeast or sourdough and flour, like treasure buried in a field and like a pearl of great value. Jesus often taught with parables, short stories and pictures from everyday life that help us think about something much bigger. And that's like our time together in this worship service. We begin with something familiar, hide and seek, and soon discover that we are thinking about God, our lives, and what may already be growing within us. A good parable gives us something we can continue noticing and growing into long after the story has been told. That's what a parable is. So today I want you to look at this artwork called Hide and Seek. Hard to play hide and seek when you glow. It's a sculpture installation by a gentleman named Mark Murphy. Much like the artwork that you see on St. Nicholas Park on the street, they have all of this art that's an installation, is when an artist is asked to present something for the world to see. And as you look at this, you can see that some of the figures are hiding behind the trees. Others are far away, almost disappearing into the darkness. Yet none of them can hide completely because they glow. The darkness may make them harder to see at first, though it cannot make them disappear. Now that image brings back so many memories for me. When I was young, I played hide and seek at night with my cousins in Collinsville and Morristown, New Jersey. We would run through the yards, behind trees and buildings, and listen carefully for the person searching for us. We also played red light, green light, where you freeze in person, and when someone calls red light, you stop and moving as quickly as you can when you hear green light. Now, some of you people in the church may remember playing those games, and some of you out there may still play them now. Or you may play other games that ask you to watch closely, listen carefully, wait for the right moment, and notice what you did not see at first. And summer gives us many moments like that. You may notice something new about a friend while playing outside. You may discover that you are good at organizing a game, telling a story, or even making people laugh. You realize that someone has been helping you in ways that you had not noticed before. And yes, these moments may seem ordinary. Yet ordinary life is where we begin to recognize what God is already doing. We've been talking about that for a while. The things Jesus names in his parables do not always appear important at first. A mustard seed, tiny. Yeast disappears in the dough. Treasure may remain buried for years. And a single pearl can be held in one hand. Yet the size of the seed does not tell you how much shelter it may grow to provide. We may not see the yeast working, though it can change the whole loaf. The treasure has value even before anyone discovers it. Small does not mean unimportant, and hidden does not mean missing. I know something about that in my own life. I'll be honest with you. You all know I've spent years in school studying, teaching, preaching, writing, listening to people, and trying to put what I have learned into words that may help others. I believe that work has value, even though I have not yet found a publisher who yet recognizes it. Now, a publisher may one day help more people discover what I have written, but a publisher does not create its worth. The worth must already be there before anyone can recognize it. Now, I don't tell you that to whine, because the same may be true of something within you. You may have a gift that other people may not have noticed yet. You may not even understand it fully yourself. Little did I know that a friend of ours named Shelby makes earrings and makes jewelry on the side. But that gift that you don't understand doesn't mean that it's absent. Like the glowing figures in this artwork itself. Something within you may be difficult to see, but is still surrounded by darkness, distance, uncertainty, or the ordinary busyness of life. But the light is still there. And someone else may help you recognize that light. A family member, teacher, friend, pastor, coach, a neighbor may see something in you that you may yet see yourself. But their recognition does not create the gift in you. It simply helps to bring to view what is already present. Jesus teaches us that God can work through what seems small, quiet, ordinary, or hidden. You do not have to wait until you are older, louder, more popular, or more confident before God can use what is already within you. Whew. During these summer days, pay attention while you play. Rest, talk with friends, visit family, travel, or simply spend time outdoors. Something meaningful may be happening in a moment that seems very ordinary. You may discover a new gift in yourself. Or maybe you may be the person who notices the glow in someone else. The church has a responsibility too. We should not only ask young people what they want to become someday. We should pay attention to who they are now and ask them, what is already growing inside of you? What is already growing inside of you? Part of loving one another is noticing gifts, speaking their value, and helping them develop. It's also true of St. James. We may sometimes appear small, yet smallness does not determine the reach of our ministry. There may be more life, light, and possibility among us than anyone can see at first glance. So remember this, small does not mean unimportant, and hidden does not mean missing. Waiting to be recognized does not mean waiting to be valuable. Like those figures playing hide and seek in the darkness that you see in front of you. You may not always be easy to see, yet the light God has placed within you is still glowing. God, we thank you for the gifts and light you place within us. Help us to pay attention to the ordinary moments of our lives, noticing what is still growing and encouraging one another with care. Teach us to not measure worth by popularity, size, age, or applause. Show us what is already glowing and help us to offer it with joy. Amen.